Lutz now to kick this one away. On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. He was looking for Watkins that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 32 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Let's go, let's go.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Breeze now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, 57, 57. 47, Mike, 47, Mike, 47. Hey,
now here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This fielded at the 2. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Again, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're starting to put some space here. First quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes is going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and now it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Breeze going to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Breeze. Open man downfield. He's got it. It's his running back. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Hey, watch the slant.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. The 20, And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Now that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze finds the open target, Arnold. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the second half with Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mahomes now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, you never want to give up a sack. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chris Jones. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 43. I got one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Brees. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Matthews the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brees. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Brees now to throw. And he finds Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Brees now on 1st down. Well, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take the...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Caught out left side by Robinson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game and however it turns out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
Ready. Yellow lady. 44. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Chris Jones getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's third down.
Ready. Yellow lady. 59. Check pass, check pass.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. Watch the screen.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. You ready? Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strip that ball.
Breeze now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.